didn't speak the whole ride home, but somehow I felt less alone. The radio just played too low. Still every note said all I know. You looked at me then looked away, but all I needed came that way. No words to mend, no need to prove, just something soft that didn't move. It wasn't loud, it wasn't deep, but still it rocked me half to sleep. Not everything you feel comes through in the kind of silence that holds you. The hallway lights were barely on. You poured your tea the moment dawn. I watched the steam rise, then just stay, like something too polite to say. I didn't try to make it last. We've always let things move and pass, but still that hush between your hands felt like something that understands. It wasn't loud, it wasn't deep, but still it rocked me half to sleep. Not everything you feel comes through in the kind of silence that holds you. Some truths arrive without a sound. No letters sent, no closure found. Just stillness breathing next to me, and that's enough to let me be. It wasn't loud, it wasn't deep, but still it's steady what I keep. No gesture grand, no sky so blue, just the kind of silence that holds you. There was a note you never sent, folded lines and fingerprints. I found it when I moved the chair. Still smelled like something in the air. It didn't say a single thing. No promises, no golden ring, just creases where your hand had pressed, and that alone did all the rest. I kept it tucked beneath my coat, like silent truth you somehow wrote. It didn't try to shout or fade. It wasn't much, but it stayed. That winter scarf you used to wear still hangs like breath that fills the air. I don't touch it much these days, but I see it when I look away. Some love moves loud like storms and fire, but yours was soft, a slow desire. It never asked to be defined, just left its shape along the line. I kept it tucked beneath my coat, like silent truth you somehow wrote. It didn't try to shout or fade. It wasn't much, but it stayed. Maybe time will dust it out, the marks we leave, the things we doubt. But even in the quiet gray, a piece of you still finds its way. I kept it tucked beneath my coat, like something real I never spoke. It didn't shine, it didn't sway. It wasn't much, but it stayed. Your coat was gone before the rain. No slam, no shout, no hurt, no blame. The floor still held your quiet steps, and something stayed where silence crept. No message left, no curtain drawn, but I could tell the warmth was gone. Your keys once made a gentle ring, now all they do is barely sting. I heard it in the way the light moved slower through the room that night. It didn't cry, it didn't cling, just the soft sound of leaving. The tea turned cold beside my hand. I didn't move, I understand. Not every exit needs a door. Some slip away and nothing more. The chair still leans the way you sat. I almost smiled remembering that, but memory's not a faithful friend. It stays too long and then pretends. I heard it in the way the light moved slower through the room that night. It didn't cry, it didn't cling, just the soft sound of leaving. done. No note to say where you have gone. But in the stillness, I believed some things were meant to leave with ease. I felt it in the quiet shift, where presence used to be a gift. It whispered low without a ring, the soft sound of leaving. The clock had stopped, but no one knew. Your chair was pushed back just like new. The room still held its usual air, but something softer lingered there. I replayed what you meant to say, and all the things you didn't stay. The light fell gently on the floor where you had stood and said no more. I didn't cry, I didn't call, I only stared at the last fall. The sound before the silence broke. There's stillness where you last spoke. The air now hums in lower tones. The echoes pass through empty phones. The books are stacked, the dust is fine, but I keep hearing fading lines. Not loud enough to truly hear, but close enough to feel you near. You left no trace, no thread to hold, just words that never quite grew old. I didn't cry, I didn't call, I let the quiet take it all. No echo now, just wait and smoke. There's stillness where you last spoke. Not every voice returns with sound. Some stay where time can't move around. And I still stand inside that frame, where silence somehow knows your name. I didn't cry, I didn't move. The hush became my only truth. No one but me to feel that choke. Stillness where you last spoke. Dust floated slow across the floor. I leaned against the half-closed door. The evening sighed but didn't speak, and time moved softer every week. Your cup was warm, your hands were still. The air between us tried to fill with something neither dared to name, but both of us what the light didn't say. Some words arrive but don't appear. They hum in ways the heart can hear. And if I saw you walk away, I'd still recall the things you didn't say. No sudden truth, no bold cliche, just shadows cast in gentle sway. Your silence held more than the day, and that's what the light didn't say. The same cup every day. 2 sugars, 1 sip thrown away. The mug you used is still up high. I never asked myself why. I fold the towels the way you did, still hum your tune when I lift the lid. The faucet leaks in half a beat, like tapping shoes you used to keep. The weather changed, but not this room. The scent still hangs like soft perfume. I don't call out, I don't complain. Your name still lives in the routine. I check the mail, I lock the gate. Keys still jingle 5 seconds late. I wash the plates in sets of 2, 1 for me and 1 for you. There's no one asking where you've been, but lights go off the way you dimmed, and every drawer still knows your hand like time forgot to understand. The morning news, the late cafe. I sweep the floor, I close the blinds. The rhythm loops inside my mind. No goodbye, no in between. Your name still lives in the routine. I took my time with every fold. Each shirt still smelled like something old. The sun leaned in across the floor, as if you just walked out the door. The breeze moved slow, the room stood still. A quiet pause lines I didn't fill. The corners knew what not to say, so I just let it stay that way. The bed was made, the sky was clear, no sudden signs that you'd been near, but something stayed that wouldn't go. Folded clothes open in window. Your drawer still holds a silver pin, the one you wore when skies grew thin. I almost touched it, then withdrew, as if I might remember you too true. The hallway hums, the kettle clicks, the world resumes its usual tricks, but I'm still caught in quiet scenes where nothing breaks and nothing leans. The bed was made, the sky was clear, no sudden signs that you'd been near, but something stayed that wouldn't go. Folded clothes, open window. No notes, no calls, no photo left, but still it feels like you just stepped out of this room and let it show. Folded clothes, open window. We left the dishes in the sink. You smiled and asked for one more drink. The sun was fading out of frame, but nothing ever felt the same. We walked until the streetlights hummed. No destination, nowhere to run. You held your coat like it might fly, but stayed with me without a why. No maps, no lines, no need to guess, just sidewalk thoughts and tangled steps. The city slowed, the air was dust. There was no plan, just us. You leaned against the corner store. I said 5 minutes, maybe more. We laughed at signs we didn't read and gave the quiet what it needs. The night came in without a sound. We didn't check what's all around, just shared a look and caught a bus, like somehow time belonged to us. No maps, no lines, just us. I still recall the way you leaned into the space where nothing means. You never tried to make it more, and that was what I loved you for. No maps, no lines, no need to guess, just heartbeats keeping perfect mess. No future drawn, no need to trust. There was no plan, just us. You spun a joke out of nowhere, dropped my guard with just one look. I tried to sip my coffee cool, but you rewrote the whole book. You crossed your eyes just to see me smile, took my plans through a mountain style. Now I'm tangled in your laughter, can't remember what came after. You pull me in like morning light, messy hair and perfect timing. No, I didn't see it coming, but I think I'll stay right here tonight. Walked backwards down the sidewalk, said it helps to see the past. Then you asked me what my name was, like we hadn't already laughed. You hum a song that you just made up, and somehow I know the words enough. Now I'm tangled in your laughter, can't remember what came after. You pull me in like morning light, messy hair and perfect timing. No, I didn't see it coming, but I think I'll stay right here tonight. Plan each step I take, but you dance like rules can break, and maybe that's what makes me fall. You're not afraid of joy at all. Now I'm tangled in your laughter, can't remember what came after. You pull me in like morning light, messy hair and perfect timing. No, I didn't see it coming, but I think I'll stay right here tonight. Flipped the batter up, I found the jam. The morning sun spilled across the pan. You said no rush, let's waste the day. I smiled and let the clock drift away. No champagne, no fancy things, just syrup and the song you sing. Banana pancake promises, sticky, sweet, and soft like this. You and me in Sunday skin, heart still stretching from within. If love had a recipe, it would start with you and me. You wear my shirt like it's made for you. You whisper stories, half false, half true. We don't need plans, we don't need maps. We've got coffee, crumbs, and naps. The window's open, so is my heart. You laugh and call it morning art. Banana pancake promises, sticky, sweet, and soft like this. You and me in Sunday skin, hearts still stretching from within. If love had a recipe, it would start with you and me. Maybe we won't change the world, but we've made peace with toast and curls. Your kiss still tastes like cinnamon, and I'd do it all again. Banana pancake promises, sticky, sweet, and soft like this. You and me in Sunday skin, hearts still stretching from within. If love had a recipe, it would start with you and me. You came in quiet, not a sound. Just set your bag and looked around. Steam rose slow from porcelain white, and morning turned to something right. You didn't need to say a thing. The chair you chose, the way you leaned, spoke louder than a scripted line, and somehow made the moment mine. Right where you put your cup down, that's where I felt the world slow down. Not in your voice or what you do, but in the space that welcomed you. The table caught a bit of sun. Your shadow brushed it as you spun. And though you barely stayed a while, you left the room with your soft style. There's poetry in subtle moves, like how you stir or find your groove. The way you fold your sleeves just right is something I replay at night. Right where you put your cup down, that's where my thoughts would hang around. Not chasing sparks or chasing you, just noticing what felt so true. Right where you put your cup down, down. That's where I found my solid ground. No fireworks, no skies of blue, just stillness and a glimpse of you. Woke up with your name still on my cheek, like you whispered while I was asleep. No rush, no plans, no traffic line, just you and me and borrowed time. You poured the coffee, eyes half closed. We laughed at nothing, you pulled me close. When the morning took its time and the sky forgot to shine, we didn't mind the quiet room. Our hearts were loud enough in bloom. No ticking clocks, just steady hands. You held me like the world still stands. I wouldn't trade this slow design. When the morning took its time, your sweater draped across the chair, my fingers running through your hair. Toast went cold, but we forgot we had everything right on this spot. You hummed a song I used to know. I smiled so much I didn't show. When the morning took its time and the sky forgot to shine, we didn't mind the quiet room. Our hearts were loud enough in bloom. No ticking clocks, just steady hands. You held me like the world still stands. I wouldn't trade this slow design. When the morning took its time. No gold, no grand, no fireworks, just us in faded cotton shirts. But somehow this feels more than fine. When the morning took its time. When the morning took its time, you were already mine. Before the light, before the day, you found a perfect way to stay. The kettle sings a lonely tune. I brush my hair and hum to noon. The floor feels cold, the sky is gray. Another calm and quiet day, but something lingered in the air. A breath too soft, a touch too near, like silence waiting to be known. Like someone whispering alone. You weren't loud, but still I knew. You colored space, the light fell through. No song was played, no sound came true. Everything was quiet, but you. The book still leaned the way you left. The scent you wore is gently kept. My coffee cools, I lose the time, but somehow still it feels just fine. A shadow passed along the wall. It didn't speak, but it felt small, as if the stillness bent toward me, to hold what only I could see. You weren't loud, but still I knew. You colored space, the light fell through. No song was played, no sound came true. Everything was quiet but you. For thunder when you're near, you fill the air without a fear. A moment wrapped in something true. The world paused just to let you through. You weren't loud, but still I knew. You colored space, the light fell through. No song was played, no sound came true. Everything was quiet but you.
No flowers sent, no dinner plans. We sat and talked with empty hands. The room was quiet, so were we. But every pause felt just like peace. You didn't ask what came before. I didn't need to say much more. A blanket tossed, the kettle steamed, and all of it felt softly clean. No spark to chase, no lines to write, just folding into quiet nights. No pressure pulling us to prove we kept it simple on purpose. No promises or heavy truths, just passing glances shared with proof. You laughed at nothing, I laughed too. The kind of joy that just comes through. The dishes clinked, the floorboards creaked, but still the silence never leaked. We knew enough to let it be, and that was everything to me. No spark to chase, no lines to write, just folding into quiet nights. No pressure pulling us to prove we kept it simple on purpose. No highs to hold, no scripts to read, just showing up just what we need. Not perfect love, but one that moves. We kept it simple on purpose. Sugar sat there, barely stirred. I watched your lips form half a word. The radio was faint and low. We didn't need a place to go. Your eyes stayed longer than your hand. I didn't ask,
paused and chose to stay. Between your breath and mine it lay. We didn't hurry that day. Steam drew lines across the glass. You traced them slow, then let it ebb past. A tiny shake, a glance away. It's still your night at day. And they drew lines across the glass. You traced them slow, then let it pass. A tiny shake, a glance away. But still you never said you'd stay. And even though the light grew thin, it wrapped around the space we're in. Like time had folded up its face and tucked it into your embrace. No need for clocks to lead the way. We let the silence take the stage. And in that quiet I replay. We didn't hurry that day. Some moments bloom in soft delay. They ask for nothing, yet they stay. I didn't blink, I didn't move. The stillness gave me all the proof. You never asked if I would stay, but something in the air felt brave. Like we were both too full to say. We didn't hurry that day. The streets were slick with morning gray. I watched the clouds just drift and stay. The cafe lights were barely warm, but somehow still it felt like home. No need to run, no urge to hide. I let the weather choose the ride. Umbrella shut, I walked right through and thought of things I learned from you. The world was wet, the sky was slow, but I had nowhere else to go. And though your voice had slipped away, I didn't mind the rain today. Your name was quiet in my chest, like something used but not yet pressed. The kind of ache that doesn't burn, just lives in corners when you turn. I passed the shop you used to love. The door still creaked, the bell above it rang, and then it disappeared. Like all the things I used to fear. The world was wet, the sky was slow, but I had nowhere else to go. And though your voice had slipped away, I didn't mind the rain today. Some days I sink, some days I float. Some names I wear like an old coat, but today felt soft like something gave, and every drop just helped me stay. The world was wet, the sky was slow, but I had nowhere else to go. You didn't come, but that's okay. I didn't mind
today.
The cushion sank a little slow, the way it used to when you'd go. The air still holds your faded shape, like memory too soft to scrape. Your coffee ring is faint, but there, like something left, like you still care. I let the silence sit with me, where something used to always be. I didn't speak, I didn't breathe, just waited long for time to leave. And in that quiet symmetry, I sat where you used to be. The lamp still hums its same old tune, your shadow stretched across the room. A laugh I haven't heard in weeks still echoes in the wayward creeks. The window fog like we once knew, our rainy talks, our coffee too. Now all that's left is table light, and this one seat that holds too tight. I didn't speak, I didn't breathe, just waited long for time to leave. And in that quiet symmetry, I sat where you used to be. I never asked you not to go, but never meant to miss you so. Now even stillness speaks your name, without a picture in a frame. I didn't speak, I didn't move, the night just held its perfect groove. And in that ache of memory, I sat where you used to be.
Steam from the cup, a curl in the air. Shoes by the door, I leave them there. No rush to move, no place to be, just letting stillness sit with me. The world kept spinning, I slowed down, felt the rhythm of this quiet town. No headlines screaming at my door, just breathing in a little more. I didn't need a grand display to feel the way, just drift away. A gentle breeze, a window swings, I found calm in small things. Cracks in the wall, the morning light, records that skip but still sound right. That second bite of toasted bread, the song that lingers in my head. No crowded streets, no flashing screens, just softer thoughts and in-betweens. The way the sunlight kissed the floor made
crowded streets, no flashing screens, just softer thoughts and in-betweens. The way the sunlight kissed the floor made me not ask for more. I didn't need a grand display to feel the weight. Just drift away, just drift. A gentle breeze, a window swings. I found calm in small things. The dishes set, the phone stayed still. No sudden urge, no force of will. The sky was neither dark nor bright, just quiet with a kind of light. I didn't chase the things we lost, I let the morning take its cost. And as the kettle made its sound, my heart stopped writing things down. No sharp goodbyes, no final act, just time returning what it lacked. The weight was gone, the air grew thin. It was a day that felt like forgiveness. The mail was late, the door left wide. I didn't mind what stayed outside. Your sweater still hung on the chair, but somehow it just felt okay there. I made my toast, I missed your song, but nothing really felt that wrong. No aching voice, no bitter trace, just calmness moving into place. No sharp goodbyes, no final act, just time returning what it lacked. The weight was gone, the air grew thin. It was a day that felt like forgiveness. Some wounds don't heal with words or years, they soften quietly through tears. And when the pain forgets to stay, you breathe again and call it grace. No second try, no grand repair, just knowing it was once still there. And even if you didn't begin, it was a day that felt like forgiveness. You didn't knock, but I still knew the rhythm of your afternoon. A jacket draped, a glance, a grin, and something warm just settled in.
No big surprise, no grand hello. Just matching steps and walking slow. A shared breath under softer skies. No need to ask or analyze. It wasn't loud, it didn't shine. No perfect line to mark the time. But in between the cups of tea, we made a good day quietly. You leaned against the kitchen light. I watched your hand and held it tight. No stories told, no need to fill. We let the quiet do its will. The clock moved on, but we stayed still. Like folded notes we didn't spill. A laugh, a nod, a look that stays inside the softest kind of days. It wasn't loud, it didn't shine. No perfect line to mark the time. But in between the cups of tea, we made a good day quietly. No need to chase what fades away. Not every love begins in May. Some live in moments hard to see, like this good day.